What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. It's very strange how everybody went from hating Kamala Harris and Kamala Harris being the most unpopular vice president to ever serve. She was 28% approval rating for her job. That's because she was in charge of like Afghanistan and the border, and everything bad that's happened to this country in the last 4 years has been Kamala Harris's fault. She also, of course, covered up for Joe Biden and his handicaps, and did so for craven evil power to steal electoral votes from the Democrats and to illegitimately install herself as the party's nominee. La, 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 la. Here's the deal. Nobody liked Kamala Harris. Nobody wanted Kamala Harris. The conversation, in fact, right before Joe Biden dropped out was, hey, Joe Biden should drop Kamala. We have the receipts for that, actually. Check this out.
Interesting news. Recent focus groups conducted by the super PAC Republican voters against Trump found that swing voters don't like Harris. And focus groups conducted by the Democratic National Committee also found Harris rubbed some people the wrong way. So, Jonah, how big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
I think she's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision of his presidency to pick her in the first place. And one of the special reasons that she's a drag is Biden's age concerns people. They worry that he can't fill a term. They worry that he's not up to the job. And so the vice president matters more than they normally do. I generally think going into the future that Democrats really should not nominate or front people who come from decidedly all blue states unless they're like once in a generation talents like Barack Obama. Because Kamala Harris does not know how to talk to the center or to the right. She only really knows how to sort of speak the language of the base of the party, and that's 34% of the electorate.
Let me pick up on that, because it's not just focus groups that are down on Harris right now. In a recent poll, national poll, 40% approved of the vice president's job performance, while 55% disapproved. And Kara, to Jonah's point, given the fact that people are so worried, voters on all political stripes are so worried about Biden's age and whether he's going to last for 4 more years, is it a problem when they're not very satisfied or reassured by the person who would succeed him?
Doesn't really matter. She's not going to be replaced.
So you won't believe what happened, though. Joe Biden posts on X that he's dropping out of the race. And lo and behold, Kamala Harris raises hundreds of millions of dollars. Well, how the hell did that happen? It's a little strange. I thought she was like really despised and hated. Nobody really knew who she was. She bombed out and totally flamed out in 2020 when she ran. She didn't even make it to the Iowa caucuses. She got 5th in her home state of California. She didn't get a single delegate. Most candidates get like a delegate, right? Because they, you win a little bit of votes here and there. You get a delegate, right? She didn't get a single delegate. Nikki Haley, Ron DeSantis, all these guys had more delegates at the 2024 GOP nomination of Donald Trump than Kamala Harris got in 2020. So how the hell did she raise so much money? How's this possible? If you would say fraud, you'd actually be right. And now Republican attorney generals are targeting Democrat PACs and Democrat money laundering operation known as ActBlue for doing exactly this. Marco Rubio saying that ActBlue is effectively a money laundering operation, telling Charlie Kirk this. Because it doesn't require a code, the CVV code, on the back of your credit card to donate. So all they need is a person's name and address, which you can find from a phone book. It's publicly available information. The tax auditor in every county in America has names and addresses, and you can start donating on behalf of Democrats. What's crazy is that there's been a ton of people who live like names and addresses that are in like these very like not very expensive homes that are donating millions to the Democrat Party. How is that possible? ActBlue is accused of money laundering by several state attorney generals looking to investigate. And now the attorney generals from Virginia, Missouri, and Wyoming are investigating. You can see here, this is the attorney general of Missouri. ActBlue, of course, is in all 50 states. And so, every Republican attorney general should be investigating. The Commonwealth of Virginia and also Wyoming. So they're sending out letters to ActBlue demanding answers. This should absolutely be something that should concern everyone. One of our favorite independent journalist who's just broken, some of the biggest stories in the world, quite frankly, and really has sunk his teeth into this issue is James O'Keefe, who went to one of these little grannies and asked, hey, did you donate like thousands of dollars to Democrats, to Bernie Sanders? Because here you are on ActBlue. And she said, you're not going to believe this. She said, I donated to Trump. This is wild. Watch this.
Hello, everyone. I'm sitting here with my mother, and I decided to take a look at the election watch to see if my mother's name was safe and secure with her name being used for contributions, and we found out that her name was being used over 30 times for Bernie Sanders contributions. Mom, did you make any contributions to Bernie Sanders?
Absolutely not.
Angie Jones from Indiana submitted a video of her mother, Alberta Jones, who goes by Mrs. Robert Jones, saying she did not donate to ActBlue or a Bernie Sanders PAC, as the FEC records show, from 2019 to 2024.
So you're positive you didn't make any?
I'm very positive. I have bank records that show where my contributions went.
Great. So you would turn those records over to me to prove that you didn't make these contributions?
Yes, indeed.
Alberta Jones gave O'Keefe Media her consent to show these bank records, proving during the time period of 2019, no donations were given to ActBlue at all.
How does that make you feel that your name was used?
I feel violated.
I'm sure you probably do. Well, I'm going to be turning this over to James O'Keefe, and hopefully we can get something done so we can stop this dark money from coming in. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Recent FEC records also show the Jones household, Alberta as Mrs. Robert Jones, has donated to ActBlue in 2024. That's despite the fact Alberta Jones says she's only donated to Republicans, including Trump and the RNC, and she has the receipts to prove it. How much do you donate a year, approximately?
Probably $600 to $700.
And
closer to the election, I could give up to $1,000.
And who? Say again, who you donate to?
To Trump, primarily Trump Save America.
Trump Save America. And when did your husband, Robert, pass away?
July the 12th, 2018.
Well, according to the FEC website, it says that your late husband is donating to ActBlue in 2024. It says
No way.
It says Friends of Bernie Sanders.
Yep.
April of 2024, $10.30 a month, monthly.
Month. I can tell you, I wouldn't bother to write a check for $10.
This is ActBlue, Friends of Bernie, ActBlue. Yep.
Yep, that's what I found. Same thing.
How did you find that out? Did you put your name in the FEC website?
Well, yeah, I did what you did. I watched your video, and I thought, I'll just look and see if my mom's on there, thinking they wouldn't because they're Republicans, and I didn't think ActBlue would go to a Republican account, and lo and behold, was I wrong. Over 30 times is what I saw that in 2019 from Friends Bernie. I think it was like Friends for Bernie 2020.
The Jones household says they are going to call ActBlue and tell them they are recording the call. We hope an army of victims follow in Angie and Alberta Jones's footsteps. Are you a victim? Please watch our tutorial video pinned to the top of O'Keefe Media Group's social media accounts for a step-by-step tutorial on how to expose this. Provide video testimony and redacted bank statements showing you did not make the donations as the FEC is claiming you did, and we will get to the bottom of this together. Or go knock on doors in your neighborhood featuring the highest contributions to ActBlue by zip code that seem unusual. Record the victim's testimony and bank records.
So this is James O'Keefe's original post here from his OMG Media Group, saying that this Indiana woman denies thousands in ActBlue donations and provides bank account information to prove it. Most people don't have super complicated personal expenses, right? You get a credit card statement. Most people have 1 or 2 credit cards at most. And you have bank statements, so you can just prove where your money's going. Jones provided O'Keefe Media with bank records. Remarkable. These people are fraud. They're fraudulent. Every single Republican attorney general should be opening up investigations into this issue. Hot damn, if this were happening on the other side, you know that everyone involved would be going to prison, and rightfully so. I'd be the first one banging the gong, saying like, bring him to jail, straight to jail, right? This is remarkable. You should go ahead and check. You know, you can check. You can go to the FEC. You can type in your name, and you can check and see if your identity has been stolen and used to funnel dark money, probably foreign money, from all around the world into the pockets of Democrats. Go check today. I actually went and checked. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. The darkness shall come into the light. See ya.